So I've just done my gym session there, and as I was doom scrolling, a lot of what was coming up on my socials is ADHD coaches. I'm obviously a target audience for them. So as an ADHDer and ADHDers in general, we would literally pay anybody anything if they promise to be able to make life easier for us. So please, if you're considering a coach, proceed with caution and just listen to this video before going ahead with it. So why am I commenting on it? Obviously ADHD, but we are a very vulnerable, I suppose, group of people. My own credentials, I have a master's in cognitive behavioural therapy and a degree in social care. So I work with really vulnerable people. I work with people with complex needs, and I work quite therapeutically. But why it matters is that I work in really heavily regulated sectors, which they need to be if you're working with individuals that are so vulnerable and you're dealing with their vulnerability. So it's a really highly regulated sector. There's a lot of continuous professional development I have to do, external supervisions to oversee my practice, to ensure that it's ethical, to ensure that the approach, the guidance, etc. I'm providing is appropriate for the individual and their needs. So again, this is required when you're working with vulnerable individuals. That's not to say that there's not coaches out there who have, undergone a lot of independent training that would be relevant, who have great intentions going out there and potentially have a lot of lived experience. But again, it does not mean that they're regulated. So no different to the gym. If you have a training coach in the gym, what is an ADHD coach supposed to be responsible for? So they're supposed to be responsible, I suppose, for helping you develop routines, create accountability in task setting, and just help you develop structure within your life so that you can kind of stick to your goals, follow through on them, and achieve things you set out to achieve. What they're not supposed to be doing is treating trauma, helping you manage your mental health issues, or fixing your ADHD. So if you have a coach approaching you and they're promising to be able to do this, or they're moving into that kind of area, just run a mile. So the video doesn't go on forever. I'm actually just going to screenshot from my notes the questions that you should be asking. So look, everyone does deserve support, I suppose. Don't just go with somebody because they know ADHD or they've lived experience or they kind of get it. Go with somebody who actively knows what they are doing and can demonstrate a level of responsibility over their own practice.